What's up, guys? This is Dylan Drops. Today we're at Classic Era LA with the owner Silos.
What's up?
We're gonna take a look inside, ask him some questions, and see what he has in store. Hey guys, we're back here at Classic Era LA with Silos.
Hey, what's good?
For those of you who don't know, Silos is an OG reseller. If you're ever in LA, you must tap in with this guy. No matter what store you go to, he's always at the front of the line, getting every item. It's nice of him to welcome us into his store and do an interview.
Thank you.
So first things first, Silos, like how did you get into reselling?
Oh man, basically a struggling college student trying to get by. Basically just some of that stuff. I mean, back then the tools we had wasn't that much. I mean, Craigslist and eBay and just peer-to-peer meetups and stuff like that. But I mean, in college, a lot of people would see me with like, you know what I mean, crazy items like Supreme. I brought in a lot of Supreme to, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, they're like, yo, what is that? And I'm like, yo, it's just this store on Fairfax. It's cool as hell.
Well, when was this?
Oh man, let's say 2006, 2007.
Wow, way back.
Yeah, so it was back then. So like now you're making me feel really old, but
no, man, it's good to be OG in the game.
Yeah,
It's like
but
Kermit the
pretty
Frog.
cool, you know what I mean? Yeah, like really started getting back 2013. You know what I'm saying? Most of just like a lot of hype Nike drops that I was able to cop, and I mean back then like every single regular GR Jordan drop was 50 on top. So hey. Me and my, you know what I'm saying? Me and my little squad will go out there and get it up.
For sure. So, when you first started, you started with Supreme?
Some Supreme items, but mostly with Vape and Nike. Vape and like a lot of Nike stuff.
Do you remember like your first release?
Crazy story. My college roommate, he was the one that actually put me onto Supreme when the LA store first opened, and we were able to cop the Fairfax opening day box logo.
Oh, the Hebrew box logo.
Yeah,
Super
so that one was pretty dope. Like I said, but bro, we sold it for like 100 on top or something. And I was like, yo, you resold that shit for like 100 on top? And this is at the ball rolling in my mind. I was like, yo.
Yeah, like a similar story like that.
Yeah,
first flip, you just get like kind of addicted. You want to keep going, like keep buying. So with Supreme, what do you think of like them incorporating like the online signups? Do you like miss the way it was before, or do you prefer this new method?
Well, I mean, as far as that, it's more like a lottery of like you know, people that have been following for Supreme. I mean, but as far as like, you know what I mean, those campouts, yeah, they are, we miss that, you know, that hanging out with your homies and, you know what I'm saying, like that vibe, and it's basically like a pecking order, like, you know what I'm saying. But I guess it's more open now, it's more fair game for everybody. I mean, even though it's all botted up, but I mean, I miss it, but like I said, like they will never have a cooler era than we had,
So fast forward, what inspired you to open a store?
Well, 2015, you know what I mean, it was already a couple years. I was married, you know, I had a new baby, and you know, I just was sitting down in like my little corporate job, just like, hey, do I really like this? Is this what I went to school for? Is this what I want to do in my life? And it was just always in the back of my mind, just like, you know what I mean, those little camp out sessions. And I thought, you know what, let me just try to put something together. And luckily my boy, June, Sneakerheads LA, he was basically like one of my cool friends. We were hanging out, and he would buy stuff for me, like we'll talk and like, you know, go back and forth on Band LA, like the Facebook group, you know what I'm saying, when that group was real big with the shoe stuff. So he told me, hey bro, I got a location here in East Hollywood, you want to come by and check it out? And actually I was like, yeah, cool, let's do it. I had a bunch of shoes, you know what I mean, basically in the closet, and I just started bringing them out. And then, you know what I mean, like my business partnership really clicked. And it's been a slow grind though, like I said, like we didn't get no out the box, no loans or anything. Like we really had to, step by step, we had to build it and stuff like that. We're still not there, but we're getting there.
They grow organically, you go by your your mission statement. So with sneakers and streetwear, where do you see like the secondary market for sneakers and streetwear in like 5 or 10 years? Do you think if like the hype is still going to be like Jordan 1s and Supreme and callous and beige, or do you think like something new is gonna come?
Well, I mean, little added things about the thing about reselling is it's collection driven. You know what I mean? As further in time, those people that could not afford it back then are going to be able to afford it, so they're going to obviously pay into the secondary market. I mean, with industries like StockX, Goat, Grail, eBay, you name it, more and more apps keep coming out, you know, that drive that secondary market. So with them behind us, basically, it's just promotion all worldwide. And there's always going to be limited drops that people are always gonna want. Like, you know what I mean? There's no matter what, ever since I can remember, people resold Marvel comic books, people resold Mattel toys, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on. So the streetwear and stuff like that, it's something cool, and I mean, I like it because it's kind of like you still could recycle your clothing as well. You know what I mean? Like, you just give it some wears and still has some value to it. I mean, you're not gonna just lose out all your money. Like, if you just buy a regular shirt, whatever, like that,
right,
it's a done deal with that one. You know what I mean? Something that has like that, it's gonna always have some kind of memory. Just like, hey, yo, I remember that shirt. I was waiting in line and it sold out right in front of my face.
Yeah, like every piece I've gotten, I feel like there's always a story behind it. Like if you're camping out, or like,
I can tell you, like I said, like the week camp outs is terrible, but I mean, it's something that, you know what I mean, you can remember the days, the times, and you know what I mean, fun times you had right on Fairfax.
What's probably like the craziest release you've been to?
Whew, man, there's a couple. You see, there's the Supreme foams.
Oh, that was a crazy one.
That, I mean, a lot of them come out with like a lot of like fighting situations, a lot of TNFs. But the ones that always stand out in my mind, no matter what, it felt like it was just like the Super Bowl of everything, was the box logos. Like the box logos, you'll see people get beat up, get robbed, come up fat, lose bad. Like, and then that one is just like, it looked like just the whole city will come out. And there's just, you know where to move on Fairfax. I mean, nowadays you can't do it, but you know what I mean? Like, those ones were hella crazy. I'm talking about lines all the way to whoop.
Yeah, thousands of people.
Yeah,
like you line
thousands
up.
and thousands of people like lined up.
Do you have any advice to recommend to people who are like coming into this industry?
I mean, don't pressure yourself or think that you could just start off really fast. I mean, if you have the economic backing from your parents or somehow like that, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to start small. You know, one piece at a time. I mean, hopefully we'll get these conventions back, you know what I mean, for the folks, but, you know what I mean, that's how you start, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I remember just copying one shoe, or that one t-shirt that set it all off, and we sold it for like $100. Now I wish I could throw myself in front of a bus for something at 100 on top, but, I mean, that started it all off, like just one little piece, you know what I mean? Piece by piece, you know, go it yourself, and go at your pace. I mean, it's not for everyone that wants to start this as a business, or just you want it as a hobby. It's a cool hobby to have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, very cool.
So
hobby.
just, you know, don't ever be afraid to, you know, start small.
Sure, that's really good advice. Silas, thank you for having us. We appreciate you. Make sure you guys check out his store, Classic Era LA. What's the address?
Yeah, 4605 Santa Monica Boulevard in Los Angeles, 90029. Check us on Instagram, Classic Era LA or Classic Era LA Store. You know what I'm saying? We do answer our DMs, we purchase, send us money, we ship right to you.
Yeah, buy, sell, trade. Don't be shy. Come on in and stop by. Get some heat. Thank you.